Hello everyone, this is Colossus, and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to walk you through the direction I am planning to take Tsumego Dragon and kind of some stuff I'm looking at trying. And at the end, I want to ask you for your feedback and give me some advice on what you think about the direction and what you hope to see out of the app in general. Alright, so let's get right into it. This is the current iteration of the app. Going through it one by one, we have the daily puzzles, which gives you a set of puzzles to do every single day around your level, and then at the end you get to unlock a dragon. The tactics is my favorite section. This is the one that I think makes my app stand out. It divides all the problems up into different sets. Now this one is not super correct because it is in the version test. In other words, this is my sample data. And then we also have ranked, where you can do go problems and rank up, and then the problems will get harder and harder as you rank up. The oops list is just the problems that you got wrong from ranked. That will give you a list of your mistakes so you can review them and study them on your own. Moving on beyond that, to looking at the dragons, we actually can go to our profile and see all the dragons that I have unlocked on this one and all the dragons left to unlock. I really like the idea of the dragon theme because I think it gives like the pet feeling, kind of like you get your pet and you get more pet friends, and it just gives you something to collect and work with. And I think it gives the app a nice little friendly feel instead of just only hardcore puzzle. Going from there, we have the leaderboard. This, I'm going to add more leaderboards, but currently, it's just the rank, top this month, and top lifetime. And lastly, we have our gold that you can collect right here. Basically, you get 1 gold for every go problem solved, and you can go into the section right here to buy backdrops for your dragon. And then you can decorate it, and just more stuff to collect and customize your profile. And I quite like this idea of making your stuff unique without making it so free that we can't really share it with like kid-friendly audiences or something like that. I don't want it to just be for adults. I want kids to be able to access this and have it be very G-rated, but also letting users customize their own stuff would be very useful. Moving on to the direction that I am planning to go. This is the next visual look. I'm still working through what I like and what I dislike. I'm gonna have one more collectible item right here, which is going to be gems of some sort. You have your little dragon with its background. You still have your gold. This letter I'm playing around with if I like it or not. You can actually go and see what that would look like in a private window, actually. So this would be the experience for a new user. You get the Tsumego Dragon with the cute kid-friendly logo. You click start, and you get a letter. You open the letter. Need of assistance, blah, blah, blah. And you get to solve a puzzle. Now here I had to put the Go board backdrop back on because it was affecting the first iteration, and I needed to still work for the users before this update. So this backdrop actually would not be there. It'd just be on that piece of paper right there. It looks quite good on the paper, I will say. But aside from that, you solve the problem. This is meant to be on a phone, clearly. You solve the problem, you get an egg, you open the egg, and then you collect the dragon. You can click about the dragon, get to read it, and then continue. And then it asks you to make a profile, so that way you can keep the dragon that you just collected. You get your adventurer name, email, password, confirm password, etc. And then once you're in here, so you can see the background's different. I was thinking about that being something else you can collect to spend your gold on or something. Down here, I'm actually thinking about doing away with the daily sets in the sense for that's how you unlock dragons. But rather I'm thinking about doing these stages. This letter is still here because I was playing with it. And these little stages that you can actually go through. And the idea of these stages is you can try to get 1 to 3 stars, where if you can solve it without asking for the hint, you get 3 stars. And then if you get, if you beat the stage, then maybe you unlock a dragon. And each of these stages would represent a problem set that I would customize. So for example, maybe if I have a bunch of beginner stages, I can do like capture, end game, introduction to life and death, blah, blah, blah. And then they can get a little bit harder. And then maybe as you level up, you have to restart, and then they basically go, and then you have to do them all again, except now you're at a double digit Q level instead of beginner level or single digit Q or whatever. This one I quite like. This is going to be the new look of the tactics. This letter, I should have gotten rid of this before the video. But I'm playing around with this background, but you can customize the level of your tactics. And down here you have the books, which these are the staple books, but actually I'm going to try to get as many unique looking books as I can, because I love the idea of making these books unique. You'll start off with this sort of wooden border, and once you get a certain percentage of the problem solved, so like this one's at 71%, you get that. And then at 100%, you'll get the gold and the little trophy marking that you have beaten the set or you've done the entire set. Now, as you go down, it actually, you can see here's the book side by side. It actually counts only the problems that are available to you in your filter. So if you want to just do the beginner problems, you can do that here. I'm thinking this might be ranked, but I'm actually thinking about doing ranked away with ranked in general and letting you just go through your problems. So for the daily, one thing I noticed that I did not like is some users were actually just using the hint in order to get through them because they didn't like how much effort it took. So I'm actually thinking in here focusing on the sets, and then for the daily, I think it's going to give you daily, but I think it's just going to give you gold or something instead, and then letting the user in their settings set what level they want their daily problems to be, rather than being the hardest problems that are their level that's possible. I'm thinking about having ranked be test instead of like a rank that goes up and down, and then once you beat the test, then you have that certificate. So kind of like the Japanese Dan ranks, once you achieve it, you don't go down. And your goal is to work your way through the test. You get that certificate and you get that rank, and then you unlock the next rank to move up. In addition to that, I'm also wanting to add the ability to play. Ever since the start of the app, I wanted to let people be able to play on here on some level. Because I want this to be a way to introduce new players to the game. It's friendly, it's easy, you get to collect pets, and the problems are structured in a way that you can do simple problems in order to teach very basic concepts. What I want is an easy introductory to the game. I want to get rid of that learning curve and make it as small as possible. When they get into this, I want them to say, okay, I'm doing puzzles, I understand it, easy peasy, but I want them to be able to use it. And I was thinking I was going to have to build this from scratch, and I really didn't want to do that. That's a lot of work, and there's so many that already exist. And I was looking at OGS, playing around with it. I actually thought GoQuest was a much better service for new players that just want to play 9x9s. I do not want 19x19 on this at all. 19x19 is for the hardcore players, and I really want to make a more comfortable experience for the casual players. And something I found in the last week was actually this. I was reminded of it in the OGS forums, which is the Kids Go server. And this is kind of what I'm wanting. I think I might be able to just embed this. It isn't perfect because it's still in development, but it is kid friendly, and you can just simply play a bot. So you can get in here, you can choose a bot, and if there's other players, then you could be able to pick from that. It automatically gives you a username, so I don't think you have to log in or anything. Basically, what I want is you can play somebody or something, in this case, the bots, and you play on a 9x9. I think you have to actually refresh. This is one of the bugs, I believe. There we go. You get to play on 9x9. I don't quite like how it's blue and white. I understand the friendliness, but it definitely doesn't fit the theme that I was trying to go for with my app. But we'll see how this goes. Right now, I'm thinking just embedding this might be simple enough. Maybe if I want to get into more customization, I might build something that hooks up to OGS directly, which is way in the future. I would like to build basically that, except go to the OGS auto match instead of that one, which has a limited player base. Seeing all of that, what do you guys think about the current direction? Qualms with anything I have suggested? Do you have any opinions about the stuff or any ideas or advice? But with that, that is currently the direction of Tsumego Dragon. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.